Alright, welcome to iluvspidrs' Minecraft Nightmare server. This is the 4th episode I believe I put up. It's the 4th or the 5th here. Today I'm going to actually start showing you how to use some of these plugins that I have installed. And today I'm going to show you guys how to use the vampire plugin, because that one seems to have the most questions attached to it. So I think I'm going to cover that one first. And I am a vampire right now. As you can see, I have this jump boost going on here. Now, I do have these annoying little potion particles around me, but that's one of the disadvantages of it right now. So, we're going to start with this one first. And as you see, there's been quite a few changes to spawn out here. I've just prettied it up a little bit. Somebody died out here. This is actually the gravestone plugin right here. Every time you die, you get a little grave over here. And when you dig down, there's a chest. It's got your stuff in it. I don't know if this one's been raided yet, or... Yeah, Sonic Fan died right here, and here's his stuff right here. So. Now, if you're not Sonic Fan, don't be getting into this chest, so. Just watch out for that. I think I'll leave that there for him. He should be on later today to help me with this video. Now, with the vampire plugin, you can only go outside at night. That's one of the big disadvantages. I'll show you what happens if you stand in the sun. It's not pretty. You have jump boost. And also, you have peace with the monsters. So I'll show you that I can walk right up to a creeper. Or a skeleton, and they'll completely ignore me. You also have something called nightvision. And I'll show you how to become one later on in the episode, and how to cure yourself from being one, but that's obviously going to have to be at the end. Like, I can walk right up to this zombie here, and he won't care. So. And also, there's a couple really cool things you can do, too. For one thing, your hunger bar does not go down unless you take damage and heal, or unless you turn on bloodlust mode. So, one thing you can do is actually turn on something called night vision. The command for that is a /V, a space, and then an N. And it kicks on night vision. This is very handy if you go caving while you're a vampire, because it'll instantly light up the cave, and you will not need any torches. I'm not sure I have some in my inventory, to tell you the truth. And this doesn't deplete any hunger, so you can have it on all the time if you want. So if I were to go down into this cave here, just like standing in daylight. So I can knock all these torches down and I'll still be able to see completely clearly. Monsters won't bother you unless you hit them. If you hit monsters, they will become aggressive towards you for a short time. I think it's a couple of minutes. So let me go ahead and turn this off here and put it back on the normal view. So let me go ahead and hit a monster here and I'll show you what happens. Let's go down and let's hit this zombie. So I'm going to punch you in the face. And it says you temporarily broke your truce with the monsters, so they will start attacking me. Now let me take a little bit of damage. And I must have ticked off an Enderman. Alright, let's go ahead and kill you. I don't know why I did, because I didn't look at any Endermen. Oh, there's one over there. After a short time here, you see my hunger bar going down, but I regain health pretty quickly. Now, obviously, you can't eat food. That's one of the downfalls of this. So, I'll show you what you have to do to restore your hunger here in a minute. And another thing that really depletes your hunger is turning on something called bloodlust mode, but you run twice as fast, your combat damage is increased. And I think you jump higher, too, so let's go ahead and turn that on, and I'll show you. Now, this depletes hunger like crazy. You get combat damage, you run a lot faster. This isn't even sprinting. This is sprinting right here. You jump a lot higher. If you wanted to fight someone in this, they're not going to be able to touch you. But look at how fast my hunger bar is going down. I think you can only do this for about a minute or so before you have to turn it off. Or it turns off on its own. So let me go ahead and turn that off. And you emit little smoke particles too. And this turns this right back off to your normal state here. And if you want to see if you're infected or not, I think you type this command VS. It shows you if you're a vampire or not, or if you're infected. And I'll show you this again towards the end of the episode when you first infect yourself. But that'll be at the end there. And then that fades after a minute here. And my hunger bar is halfway depleted. It won't go down any farther, but there is a way to deplete it. Not deplete it, but a way to restore it. Let me go into the barn here. pretty much anything living, animals, villagers, even other players you can do this to. I don't know if I'm going to have an angry iron golem at me. I think the monsters are still angry at me, so I better be careful. The truce will be restored here in a minute. Yeah, here they come. Here's some villagers. Let's go ahead and start punching a bunch of them. I'm going to have some angry iron golems here in a minute, but you see my hunger bar going back up because you're technically draining them of blood, even though there's really no animation for it. I'm getting them really mad at me. You guys have crappy trades anyway. If you guys have watched my other series, you know my stance on villagers. You can also go do this to animals too, like if you go up to a pig or something like that, same thing. I think some creatures restore your hunger better than others, and you can do this to players. Let's make some chickens. Nope, no chickens. Yeah, for some reason these iron golems are completely ignoring me. I think they're preoccupied with the zombies that are outside. So I think that's all I have to cover for this section of the video. Let's wait until daylight to go over the disadvantages. Okay, now for the main disadvantage of being a vampire. It's daylight now. I'm going to show you what happens if you're a vampire and you go out into broad daylight. Now if you have like one block over you, you're okay. If you hit this VS command again, it'll show you your temperature there. It says 0% right now, means I'm not in the sun, I'm not heating up. If I go out in the sun here, I have no armor on, so this should happen pretty quickly. If you wear armor, it should slow the process down, but it won't prevent it. So, if I step out in the sun here and stand, I'm going to be in a world of hurt here. So I think the first sign is these smoke particles. Now, I took everything out of my inventory I care about, so I'm just going to show you what happens. If I hit VS now, it says my temperature is 25%, so. Now, I haven't purposely died this way before, but I think you start getting nausea. I think you eventually go blind. Oh, somebody joined the game here. I think when you get up to about 90% or so, you start burning. Yeah, I'm in trouble here in a second. Yep. So this is actually going to kill me here. I'll let it kill me here, and it'll form a tombstone where my stuff should be, so. Hello. I'm only burning to death. Just showing people how to use the vampire plugin. So yeah, I'm going to die here in a second. Yep. And it should form a tombstone there. Now I respawn in my house. Unfortunately, it has a glass ceiling on it, but if I stand right here, I should be okay. So let's go ahead and put on some snow here. Now if it's raining or snowing, then you're fine to go out in the sun, because it's pretty much blocking it out. Hold on 1 second here. Yep, I'm recording right now. So now I'm safe to go out here. But it is a little bit risky, because if you're out here, this can stop any second. I just turned it on, so I can be okay. I did lose all my XP, which is a little unfortunate, but I wasn't planning on chaining anything anyway. So here's my stuff. So let's grab that, and I think I'll conclude this section of the video right here. Next section I'm going to need somebody to help me with, so I'll record that just a little bit later. Alright, now me and Sonic Fan 441 here are going to demonstrate how to fight a vampire. And since I'm a vampire, you can tell that Sonic Fan is holding a stick right here. He's got to eat, so kind of a messy eater. I think we all are, though. So pretty much any wooden object like a stick or a wooden sword or a wooden pickaxe or a fence post is actually very powerful and strong against vampires. So I'm going to go ahead and have him stab me now. And you'll see how much damage that does to me. And I'm wearing a full suit of diamond armor. And again. So. Alright, and then let me take my armor off. So I'm going to go ahead and just toss it in this chest here. And this stuff is just for demonstration purposes. So as you can see, it's doing a lot of damage to me. So let's see what it does when I take my armor off right here. Alright. And I'll have him stab me again here. Yeah. I just got staked, so. Let me go ahead and respawn here. Head into creative mode, so. Let me go ahead and head back to the experiment facility there. Alright, and I went ahead and whipped together a quick altar of light here. Let me go ahead and put my game mode back in survival. Another good way to fight vampires is actually to make holy water. Let's go ahead and block this off in case there's a ZA. I don't want my demonstration person getting killed here. So vampires cannot make holy water, so Sonic Fan here is going to do that for us. So what he's going to do is you're going to click the lapis block with the water bottle. And that should work. Okay, this holy water is actually another effective way. The sparkles of light burn you. And if I get 2 of those thrown at me right now, it actually increases my heat. So it's already at 48%. I think if you take 2 of these pretty close together, you actually get set on fire if you're a vampire, so it's another good effective way to do this. And I'm in the process of cooling down here. But if you were to throw another one at me, I would be in major trouble and major world of hurt right now. I'm starting to cool down there. I think he's going to make another one throw it at me. Yep. It works. So that's another really good effective way to fight a vampire. Okay, and what we're going to do next is I'm going to show you how to do blood offers. So Sonic Fan is going to stand pretty close to me here. And what he's going to do... Hold on one second. Let's make sure mobs don't come down here. Okay. Alright, and what he's going to do is you're going to type /V and then 0. And then however much blood he wants to offer me. So let's try 4.0. You can do up to 20.0, which is everything. And just one goof up I did here, you have to type the player name. I believe that works. So that was my fault right there. Okay, this worked this time, so he corrected. So I'm going to type V and then A to accept the offer. And you get these red particle things here, so. Now if you want to try to infect somebody else, what you can do is you can actually trade blood. So if you trade blood, so you can infect another person. So I think I can offer him mine in return. So I think I can do that. So if you press VA and accept. And another thing too, if you want to try to turn someone else into a vampire, you can do that through combat. So if you go ahead and pull this up right here. Right now my risk is about 5%, but if you want to increase that risk any, you hit this command. And actually I just turned it off, but if you have this off, your risk is less than 1%. Every time you hit somebody, it's like less than 1% chance that they're going to get your infection. If you want to turn that risk up, just type /V and then a space and then an I. And it'll bring your infect risk up to about 5%, which is actually pretty high considering how many times you have to hit somebody during battle. There's one more thing I gotta show you too. The sun's coming up, so let's say you don't like being a vampire. I'm going to show you how to cure yourself. Now there is a light altar out here by spawn. It's free to use. Anyone can use it. And if you're a full vampire, you have to have certain ingredients in order to cure yourself. You have to have 1 diamond, a water bucket, 20 wheat, and 20 sugar. So let's go ahead and cure ourselves right here. Yep. And it will consume those items out of your inventory, so it is kind of expensive to cure yourself. So now I'm pretty safe to go out in the sun here. Let's get my sword back in my hotbar in case I get attacked. Now if you're just infected with a disease, all you have to do is just click on the block and it's free to cure yourself. So if you don't want to be a vampire, you might want to cure yourself before you turn completely. Now there's one more thing I have to cover. Now there's a pretty easy way to become one right here. You just need certain ingredients. This is where the dark altar is, and I don't want to go down there quite yet because there's a skeleton. So let me grab the materials I would need, and I'll show you how to infect yourself. And if you want to use a dark altar to infect yourself, it's pretty simple. First thing you're going to need is a bowl of mushroom soup. So you're going to grab that. You need that, 10 bones, 10 redstone, and 10 gunpowder. Pretty easy to use here, and I realize I have no food and my hunger bar is starting to go down. So I better finish up this video quickly here. So let's head on over there, and then we'll go infect. I'll show you how to infect yourself. Alright, and this dark altar is actually inside this little archway in your spawn. And it says, are you sure you want to click the gold block? So you take your mushroom stew, make sure you have all these items in your inventory, and I just killed a skeleton, that's why I have 11. And now I've gone and reinfected myself. And you will go blind temporarily here. So don't freak out if you see these dark particles. And you'll be blind for about 10 seconds or so, and then it'll clear up. Now if you type this command again, a /V and an S, it'll show you that you're infected. I'm at 1% right now. It takes about an hour in real time to actually turn fully into a vampire, so you're not one until it hits 100%. Now you will start noticing, you'll have periodic nausea, and then messages will actually appear in your bar there. It actually is free to cure yourself if you're simply infected right here, so I'm going to go ahead and do that now. Just click on the lapis block, and you're completely cured from the sickness you had. So that's how to use the altars, and anybody can build one of these, so I'll go ahead and show you how to do that before I end the video. Now you can build your own altars. They are quite expensive to make. I have 64 of each block in my inventory because I'm in creative mode right now. I'm just doing this for demonstration purposes. I'm not keeping these blocks. So to start building a dark altar, you put down a gold block like this, and then you click on it, and it'll tell you what you need left in order to complete your altar of darkness. I don't know why it's saying 0 diamond block. Oh, because it's got these here already. So let me tear this down temporarily here. It does require 2 diamond blocks, a gold block. The gold block is not too difficult to do. I think it has to be within 16 blocks. It'll tell you what you need to construct here, so I'm just doing an example. Now with these plugins you can pick up dead bushes and webs, so it's quite easy to use. Let's see how many we need now. 18 obsidian, so I think I'm going to make the floor obsidian. And there is 1 block you need to, it's sand, in order to put the dead bushes on. Oh, we still need some more obsidian here, so I think I'm going to put a cool lip on here. But I think you get the picture. Let me get some sand real quick and I'll show you the rest. What I always like to do is I just like to put the sand down like this. And if you need to get some dead bushes, just go out and find a desert, grab some. I don't know why I'm not able to put that down. I think I gotta knock this out here. There we go. Alright, let's go ahead and put up our cobwebs. And you can do pretty much any design you want. As long as you have all these blocks within like a 16 block radius, you're good. I think I need a little bit more obsidian. I'll fix my floor later. Oh, I need 1 more obsidian and then it's complete, so. I know it looks ugly, but hey. I'm going to go up here and click. And just, if you don't have the right ingredients, it'll tell you what you need, so. Now to build a light altar, let's go ahead and tear this down real quick. Get rid of our gold block and our diamond blocks. And I'll clean this mess up a little bit later. So you want to start with a lapis block. And I like to put that in the middle, and this one also requires 2 diamond blocks, so I prefer to just put them on the sides here, but that's about it. And it's actually raining outside right now, so let's see what else I need. Oh, we're pretty good. I think we just need 2 more glowstone. We would have a complete altar of light here. Excuse that noise, it just started downpouring in real life. Sounding kind of ugly out there right now. I'm just going to put 3, just to make it look complete. And when it's complete, it'll say the altar looks bright and good, blah, 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 blah. And that'll be your light altar, so. You are allowed to make these yourself if you want to put them in secret locations or whatever, but they are quite expensive. I think we're going to go ahead and conclude the episode for the vampire plugin. I think the next one I'm going to do is werewolf. So I'll show you how to use that one. It's not quite as complicated as this one, though, so. Alright, and I will see you next episode.